everybody. How are we today? Let's wait for this video to start loading. Goodness me, it takes its time. Good morning, everybody. How are we? It is Saturday, the 9th of May, and welcome. Come on in, come on down and say hello if you're joining me. I'm just going to get to my comments down the bottom here and see if anybody is joining me. So say g'day if you're watching live, or even if you're watching on the replay, say g'day. It's always good to have new viewers to our channel, so welcome everybody. Let me introduce myself. My name is Beck Hall. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Melbourne, Australia. And I come here live every Saturday morning and do a segment called Breakfast with Beck. So if you are joining me, let me know. Say g'day in the comments. We always love to have people chat along with us while we're crafting. And I like to entertain you for about half an hour or so. And hopefully give you some tips and tricks that you might not have already known, or might have already known, but a different way of doing it. So let me just see if anybody's joining me today. I do like to have people join me because then it feels like I'm not sitting here talking to myself. But then, you know, if you want expert advice, you usually ask yourself questions all the time, don't you? I often find myself talking to myself because I want expert advice. So, hello, Cheryl. How are you? Thanks for joining me today. I think everybody's got slow pills this morning getting out of bed. It's not the nicest of mornings here in Melbourne, that's for sure. I got the heater on this morning, so. Good morning, Judy. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Well, I'm going to drop down and get you started this morning. I've got a couple of different things I want to work with, and a great way, hopefully, to show you how to use all those scraps in your craft room, because I am known as the scrap queen. I like to use every little bit of scrap out of a packet of paper or DSP or cardstock. So I'm hoping that this morning's Facebook Live will show you a good way to use all of those scraps. All right, so let's point you down and we will get started. Good morning, Marianne. How are you? Hey, Julie. Thanks for joining me. All right, so today I've got a couple of stamp sets out that I want to use. I've got the Lovely Arrangements and the new product of the month. Now, if you're not sure of what product of the month is, every month we get a new product of the month where if you spend $125 at my online store, you can purchase the product of the month for only $9. So this one was last month's product of the month. I don't have this one yet because it's still coming. It's in the mail. But this was last month's one, which you can still go on and get. So if you spend $125 today, you can go on and you can still order this product of the month. So it's the Eyelet Blooms die. So we're going to use that today along with the Lovely Arrangements. And then I had all of these scrap pieces of in color cardstock that I thought I might put to good use. So let's just see how we can put them to good use this morning. So good morning, Maura. Hey, Ruth, how are you? Thanks for joining me. All right, so I'm just going to grab some scrappy pieces of paper. So I've got a couple of different pieces here. I think this measures, let me just check, like 7 centimeters. It's one of my favorite measurements. Nope, it's 7.6 by 10.5. All right, so essentially what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this piece of paper and I'm going to make a Mother's Day card, obviously, because it's Mother's Day tomorrow. Hope you've got your mum something beautiful, if your mum is still with us. If not, I'm sure that you will be sending hugs and love either way to your beautiful mums out there. All right, so I'm just going to smother that in glue. And then I'm just going to grab these. Now, I'm hoping that let's just see. I better check before I start. So you want them all the same width. So any that aren't the same width, we can turf out, but they are pretty much all the same. So we'll work with it. All right, there's a lot of hydrangea hue in here. All right. So, we're just going to start by attaching these scrappy bits to our cardstock, and you're going to randomly put the colors down. Okay, so we're just going to randomly go like this. I'm going to go a bit of Golden Glow. I'm going to make this one a bit longer, and you're just going to alternate the heights of them. Okay, like that. And then what color are we missing? This one here. And we'll put this one here. Like that. So now we've got that there. Then we're just going to start the color again. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to make that one a bit shorter. Go Highland Heather. And then a Calypso Coral. Like that. So I'm not fussed that it's not quite to the edge yet. So just like that. Okay. And then we're going to flip it over. And we're going to cut all of these off. Alright. Then I'm going to bring in my trimmer. Like so. Grab my trimmer. Morning, Susie. Hey, Gigi. How are you? And then I'm just going to, I don't think my trimmer will cut all of them at once. So I'm just going to split it. And then I'm just going to cut off a random amount. So I'm going to go like 5 centimeters or 2 inches. And then I'll do the same again to this bundle. Like so. So if you've got like all the different colored bags, like, you know, if you're like me and you've got little bags of scraps everywhere, you're going to have scraps that are all the same size, right? And then you're just going to continue the pattern. Well, I'm not going to continue the pattern with the same color. I'm going to change colors. So I'm going to put this color with this one. Oh, it's slightly smaller, but that's okay. Like that. And then I'm going to put this one here with that one there. And you just want to tuck it in. This is why it's important. This one's not quite the same size, but that's okay. This is why it's important to make sure that they're all the same size. I'm just going to lift that up and tuck that under. If you had them at exactly the same size, they would all blend in, but that's okay. And then I'm going to put this one here with that one, and I'm going to, it's kind of like making a quilt, right? So now I'm just going to keep matching those colors. So now I don't have any of the Golden Glow. So let me cut another Golden Glow, because I don't want to put Golden Glow all there. So I'm just going to cut another one. Put that in there like that. And then what have we got? Crisp Cantaloupe. I'm just going to put a full one in there like that. Alright, and then I can come back in again and go another Hydrangea Hue. You get the idea, right? So you're just going to create like a patchwork of colours. And then we need this one. Oh, we've got the same colour there. How did I get green and, oh, I don't know. Anyway, you get the idea, right? So you're just going to have a patchwork of colours all together, right? And don't worry about these little bits. You're not going to see them. Oh, I've missed a bit here. I need another little bit here. So it's to use up all of those scraps. All right. Okay. And then you're going to end up with something that kind of looks like a dog's breakfast. But once we're finished with it, you're going to go, oh my goodness, Beck, that's amazing. So now I'm going to bring in my lovely Arrangements stamp and dies. And I'm going to grab this little guy here. And we're going to die cut him out. So I'm going to die cut out from that corner there. And grab my die cutting machine in. Oh, like so. Good morning, Linda. Hey, Jill. How are you? I'm just going to flick through and see if I've missed anything. The sizzle handles. Oh, I missed it. I'll have to go back and have a look. Hey, Julie. Hey, Brenda. How are you? Hi, Lynette. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Susie. Hey, Glenda. Hey, Megan. All right. So I'm going to pop this on here, and we are going to run that through on an angle. Now you've got 2 lots of cardstock to cut through here. So my suggestion would be to go through a couple of times just to make sure it cuts through. And before you even take it off the plate, I would flick it around like so, and then just run it through on a different angle. Because when you're running it through the embossing machine, there's different pressures on every part of the roller. So it might press a little bit harder on some areas and not so hard on other areas. All right. So now we're going to pop that out, and hopefully all of these middle bits will just pop right out. Like that. All right. And if they don't pop out, that doesn't matter, because, you know, it's a handmade card. Here we go. It's because it's got 2 lots of cardstock to go through. All right. So we're just going to pull all of those middle bits out now. You get the gist, right? Okay. So now we have that. All different, like, patchwork type one. Right? Kind of makes your eyes go a bit funny. Then what I thought we might do is run that through that beautiful Eyelet Blooms die. But we're not going to cut it out. We're going to emboss it. All right. So I'm going to grab my new impression. Oh, hang on. Oh, I dropped my plate on the ground. We're going to grab one plate there. We're going to grab that new Impressions mat. I'm going to pop that down there. We're going to pop that over the top. And then grab our other clear plate. And we're going to run that through. And what that's going to do is emboss that panel. Alright. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to use this plate today. So we've just run that through. And now you'll see that, if I grab my picky tool, because it's smooshed into it there. Oh, you'll see now we've got, can you focus, camera, focus? We've got that panel, it's now embossed, right? And see, it doesn't really matter even if you've got those strippy bits there where the paper missed, because it's not, it just looks like part of the pattern, right? So we're going to do that. Now I'm going to grab a piece of, let's see, what piece have we got cut? Or what colour do you want me to use? I want to put a bit behind this. So should I use Hydrangea Hue? Should I use Golden Glow? Should I use, I'm going to use an in colour. So actually, you know what? I'm just going to use Golden Glow because Mum's favourite colour is yellow. So I'm just going to use this one here. And then I'm going to pop that down onto my plate here. And I'm going to die cut it out. Now, the beauty about this one is it is a big die, right? So we want to make sure that we're putting it through on an angle so that all the little bits cut out. All right. And because my plates are magnetic, it's not going to lift up. All right. So we're just going to pop that through. That was just a random piece of cardstock that I had in my stash there. And then we're going to run that through. Now, once again, it is a huge die, so you want to run it through a couple of times before you pull it out. So we're going to go through once and twice and maybe just back again. Okay. And then when we pull this one off, you're going to get, oh, look at that. Can you see that? How cool is that? All of those beautiful bits that are hanging out there. All right, I'm just going to put this aside for a minute while we move on. All right, so now we've got our card front. We've got a little bit of our pattern bit here. Now we need some flowers. So let's go. We're going to grab this one here, and this one here. And then I think I'm going to do this one here. Even though Mum's not real soppy, she'll go, oh, really? Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this one on the top front, and then I'm going to put that one on the inside. Okay? So now I just need some white cardstock. So I don't think that'll be big enough. Let's grab this scrappy bit here. And I'm going to just do all of my things in Peaceful Pine, I think. So I'm just going to stamp all of them at the same time. And this is on our new positioning tool. So if you don't have the positioning tool yet, it's now available to buy. So I think it's like $86 for the positioning tool. And then I'm just going to ink, oh, I'm going to move these out the way because I'm just going to get ink everywhere. You can just see it coming, can't you? And now I'm just going to ink up all of these. Nice, good ink on our ink pads here. I'm going to put that down for a minute and I'm going to grab my... The beauty about this stamping positioner tool is, like, I've just inked it up and put it down and the ink's not gone everywhere. So how cool is that? And then we're just going to stamp that down onto our mat here. Like so. Look at that. Beautiful. Give that a bit of a clean. Pop those back onto our little mats here. And then I think, let's just have a look at what other dies we've got in here. I think I'm going to use this long skinny one for the You Are So Lovely. I'm going to pick that up. And I'm going to stamp that down in green too. Down the bottom here. Just make sure I'm on my mat when I'm stamping. Like that. And then the Love You I'm going to put on the inside. Alright. And I think we should get some Peaceful Pine and just cut out a couple of these little guys as well. So let me grab a little scrap of Peaceful Pine here. Oh, I don't really have any scrap pieces yet of Peaceful Pine. Oh well, this will do. And we'll die cut all of these out and then assemble the card and put it together, hey? Alright. Grab our die cutting machine back in here. I'm just checking comments, see if I've missed anything. Careful, the card is on the ink pad. The card, which card? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's all good. Alright, so we're going to die cut a couple of these little guys out here. My plate. We'll run that through like so. I think that's all we'll need for that one. And then we'll run these ones through with the matching dies. So we've got our little flower here. Line that one up there. And then we've got this one. And then we have this one. And what, do you reckon I should colour the flowers in the Golden Glow too? Or do you think I should colour them in differently? What colour do you think I should do the flowers? Let me know while I'm die cutting this one out. Let me know in the comments. You just moved it. Okay. Awesome. Alright. That's because I got crap everywhere, Maura. That's the thing. My desk isn't big enough. I need a bigger desk. Says every crafter ever. Alright, so we're going to put these aside. Back onto our little magnet plate over here. Alright, so what colour? Oh, hang on. Hang a minute. One of our leaves is still over here in the die. He didn't fall out. There we go. What colour? I don't have the new shimmer pens yet. I wish I did, Megan. They're in my order. They're coming. Golden Glow. You think? Yeah, I think I'll do the Golden Glow. All right, let me grab the Golden Glow. But we can make it a shimmer. We can put some Wink on it. We've got Wink. We have Wink. We have the technology. All right. Oh. So I'm going to just put a bit of colour onto the flowers here. But I'm not going to be particular about colouring the whole flower in because I want a bit of white on there as well. So I'm just going to put a bit of colour on here like so. I might leave that and then do the same on this one because it's the same flower, isn't it? It's just kind of make it look like one of the daisies maybe, even though it's not a daisy. but that's all right. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? We're going to the Cranbourne Caravan and Camping Show tomorrow with our friends. So I'm looking forward to that. Fingers crossed it doesn't rain, but I'll take my big jacket just in case, because, you know, don't like to be cold and all. But other than that, I'm cutting paper shares this weekend. So that's exciting. Get those paper shares out to everybody that's ordered. So thank you very much if you've ordered a paper share. I will have a couple of shares left. If anybody's after a two-tone paper share, let me know. I can arrange a share for you. Alright, and I might just attach a little bit of colour to the bottom here. Just because I reckon that's where it would be. Like so. And then I'm going to get my colour lifter in. And we're just going to blend over that just to blend it into the card there. And this will just sort of smooth out those harsh lines a bit too. And make it not look so, you know, sticky as such. We just want to make it, you know, a bit softer as such. We don't want a yellow flower. We just want, oh, pushing a bit too hard on that there, Beck. Usually when your texture or your blends makes that, you know, that noise, you're pushing too hard on it. So it's always better to have a softer touch on it than it is a harder touch. So if you ever get that noise, it's usually because you're pushing too hard. Alright, so there we go. Just a bit of yellow onto the flowers there. Now let's stick this sucker together. I've got my stamp. Let me just ink that, put that on a thing so we can put that in the middle. Now, I've got to get a card base. So I don't want to go this colour for the card base. So what colour? Should we use Hydrangea Hue maybe for a card base? Let's see. We'll grab a Hydrangea Hue and we'll score that and cut it and do what we do to that. So that's 10.5, and we'll just fold that in our corner here just to make it nice corner crisp. The Crafty Shed at Purple Cow Cottage. Love your colouring. Thank you very much. Welcome. Good morning, Grace. How are you this morning? Leave white on the wing so they pop. Oh, yes, we will be doing that. All right. So then I want to put this on here. I think that'll look all right. But I'm going to tear this. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to tear down in and around the flowers here. All right. Because I don't want that harsh look. So I'm just sort of tearing it around there like that. And then we're going to pop that onto there like that. And I'm going to trim off the excess bits. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a wiggle. Get any of those bits out. And you know what I might do? I might grab my Golden Glow, if I can find it. I do have one. Golden Glow, here we go. My Golden Glow blending brush. And I'm just going to blend on the edge here. Oh, that looks so pretty, doesn't it? Yoink. I'll put that back in there like that. Oh, I just love this colour. This is really good for like animals, I reckon. This colour. Just like so. Like that. And then I'm going to clean that ink up because you know that's going to go on the back of my card otherwise if I don't. And then we're going to pop that or attach that to there. Just like so. So I'm going to grab some glue and I'm going to be very mindful to put glue on all of those little side bits as we go down. What's the time? Oh, run out of time. Don't want to keep yous all day. You got other stuff to be doing. So I'm just going to squiggle glue over this. Just like so. And then we're going to pop that one down there, making sure that all my little bits are on the side there, because I've put glue on them all. like that. Then we're going to grab our little bit here. I'm going to just put a bit of Golden Glow around the edge of that too, just to blend in those white edges a bit. So if you're just joining me, we made this little panel here by putting all of our scrap bits together. Like so. And then I'm going to pop that one there. Just going to snip out, I don't know if you can see that in there, some of the white didn't come out there. Snip that out, and I'm going to pop that onto there like that, on some dimensionals. Oh, look at this sheet, nearly finished. We're going to get a woohoo when we finish this sheet. Woohoo! This is the best feeling ever when you finish a sheet of dimensionals. You got to make sure that you use up all of the edge bits and everything, because they're still bits too, you know. They count. Alright, woohoo! I finished a sheet of dimensionals. Even the cockies are going outside. You can't hear it, but I can. Alright, so then I'm going to pop this one down over here a little bit, like so. And then put that in the bin. Grab a new sheet. Oh, this is the sheet that disaster did. Look at this. Bits everywhere. And then we're going to pop this one. Actually, you know what? I think it needs some twine of some sort. Let me grab some ribbon and I'll go into my little ribbon box here. I don't know which one. Let's just see. I've got Golden Glow. I've got Calypso Coral, but I've got just brown twine. What do you think? Should I use the brown twine? Fluff, you reckon, Susie? I've only got the gold fluff here. Love the idea of making a panel with the scraps. Great. Yeah, I love using scraps. It's amazing. Scraps like Beck. Because they have feelings too, you know. Scraps have feelings. I've got, yeah, but gold fluff's in the other room and I'll have to go and get it. I think this one will be alright. Let's use some of this. Let's just make a circle or a loop or two. Like so. See, that'll blend in nicely. Like that. Or I've got gold. I do have gold fluff here. If you want, I could... But see, the gold fluff is going to blend. You're not going to see it. Crisp cantaloupe, you reckon? Oh, yeah, I reckon that'd stand out a bit more, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Let's go like this, but let's cut about that much. I don't know how much that was. About 35 centimeters. And let's trim it. I need my sharper scissors. Hang on, let me get my sharper scissors. Let's push this up the middle here. Does anybody do this with their ribbon? You like the colour, but it's like a bit too thick, so you want it a bit thinner. I do this all the time. And then in class, I've got to make sure that I'm like, you know, now we're going to cut our ribbon in half, because people just go snip and go, I cut mine the wrong way. Alright, so I think I'm just going to make some circles. Let's just grab some twine or some sticky double-sided tape. I'm going to put double-sided tape on my card there. And I'm just going to make a few loops. Loopy, 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 loopy. Like so. Loopy, loopy, loop. Why isn't that sticking? There we go. And then, oh yes, I think that'll look nice. We're going to pop that one there. And then this little sucker, I'm going to just stick another dimensional under there, because I don't like the way that that's sitting down there like that, like that. And then I'm going to stick this one under here, like that. And then my big leaf will go up and under here. And then my little leaf Oh, I might need a smaller dimensional for that one, eh? Looks better with the crisp cantaloupe. Say that 5 times fast. Alright. And then we'll tuck this one down under here, like so. And then I think this one we'll put down there as well. Maybe over here. Like that. And then we will go this one just on here like that. So a few little dimensionals on there, there, there. And then we're going to stick that on there like that. There we go. And I think it needs some gems. Let's grab those adorable, let me see if I can find them. Oh yes, these ones. These adorable little butterflies. Oh, come out. Come out, come out, wherever you are. And I'm going to use the hydrangea hue, I think. Stick one there. And they come in 2 different sizes, which is really good. 2 there. And then another one down here. Look at that. What do you reckon? You can see the little butterflies there. So 2 ways to use that beautiful $9 embossing. Well, it's a die, but we've used it to emboss as well. And we've embossed on that sheet there. And we've used up all of our little scraps as well. Let me grab the inside card. And we will stamp down one of those little flowers in Golden Glow. Blend it all in. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to pop that on there. Like that, I think. And that's going to blend that in nicely to the card. I don't even think I'm going to stamp that. Where's my glue? Oh, here it is. Hiding under the desk. I'm just going to give a squiggle down here, down this side, because I don't want too much on there. Like that. And then we're going to glue that to the edge of our paper. Like that. Doesn't matter that it's crooked, because we're going to slice it. We're going to line that up. Like so. And when you're slicing stuff like this too, it's always handy to start in the middle. Don't start on the edge, because it'll tear it. And then it'll be a mess. And then I've got another piece there to go later on. There we go. Look at that. And then we can stick this one in here. Like so. Like that, there, and then I'm going to take that one off. I'm going to get my little love you, and that's going to stamp down in there like that. So there we go. What do you think? And while I'm going with the envelope, because there was ink already on this, I'm going to stamp that down there. Shut that up before I put my hand in it. What do you think? Do you like it? Would you like that if you were a mum? Oh yeah, me Wink Estella. Good reminding, Maura. Let's grab our wink. Put a bit of wink on our flowers here. Everybody loves a bit of wink. Oh, that just makes it, that wink. Not that you guys are going to be able to see the Wink Estella on, but you might be able, no, you can't. It looks really cool because it gives it just that shimmer. But you guys know what Wink Estella does, don't you? So there we go. I hope Mum likes it. It's all the yellows that she should like it. All right, let me flip you back around. Kept you long enough this morning. Oh, look, my ribbon cupboard's open now. You can see all my ribbons. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. If you are, what stamps? I used the Lovely Arrangements. Where is it? This one here, Gigi. This one, Lovely Arrangements. It's from the online exclusives, January 2026. So, last piece of scrap. Oh, I could tomorrow. I will be doing that. That little last bit there, I'll put on the envelope. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope that's inspired you to use your dies a little bit differently and use up all those scraps because, you know, they have feelings too, you know. I will be next weekend. I will not be here next weekend well, I will come live a little bit, but I will be at Picture to Page in Pakenham at the Stamping Up stall down there. So if you're around the Pakenham area next weekend, Picture to Page is all weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So I hope to see you there. If you do come by, come and say hi. And let me know that you're a follower and you watch, and I might have a little surprise for you. So thanks for coming. Oh, thanks for joining me, should I say. Thanks for joining me. I hope to see you at Picture Page next weekend. If not, I will see you here on Wednesday night anyway for Wing It Wednesday at 8 o'clock. But have a great weekend and happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. Enjoy your day tomorrow.